One of the most exciting people I've ever met. Open your Bibles to Psalm 78, and while we're turning there, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name's David Gardner, and my wife and I are missionaries in Peru. I'm sorry my wife couldn't come today. She's a little sick, and my daughter Chloe, our daughter Chloe, is sick also, and so they stayed up with my mother-in-law and I guess celebrated Mother's Day with her. And how many mothers do we have here today? Can you raise your hand? Wow. Thank you. From all of us other people, thank you for being a mom and doing what you do. I'm very thankful for my mother and everything that she did in our life, and myself and my brothers and sisters. I think y'all know my other brother, Chris Gardner. Do y'all remember him, anybody? Okay, I will try not to speak as fast as he does. He would be, somebody told me before the service, he'd make a great auctioneer. Yeah, he would, I guess. But yeah, it's good to be here, and I'll tell you this, Brother Warren can't be here. He contacted me Monday or Tuesday, I believe, and wanted to know if I could come and preach for you guys. And I'll tell you one thing. Brother Warren, there's one thing about him that I've noticed. I've known him since I was about 16 or 17, and I'll tell you this. He loves his people. Amen. He really does. And if you don't know that, you should. He texted me this morning, and he said, "So sorry I can't make it. I'm still in a lot of pain." And this is what he told me. He said, "You have a great privilege of speaking to people that love the Lord and are hungry for His Word." And so he has a very high view of the church that God's allowed him to pastor. And so I want to let you guys know that. And we're going to, obviously it's Mother's Day, so we'll look at a little bit about, I guess, children. But really this applies to everybody. But I want to share a little bit of Peruvian culture with you. How about that?
Amen.
Amen.
Okay. You're like, okay, what's happening? The humor doesn't always translate, and we have some really silly jokes in Peru. And so if it's not funny to you, can you do me a favor? Can you laugh anyway? Because I don't want to bomb, and it's I really need your help. And so I'll tell you a couple of quick Peruvian jokes. Y'all ready? And this is how great mothers are to their children. Okay, this little kid, he's about 7 years old, and he comes home one day and he's crying like a baby. He said, "Mama, Mama." He said, "What, sweet?" "They say at school that I've got a big head." And she said, "Oh, don't worry about it, sweetie. It'll be okay." Did y'all get that one? All right. And then there's another one, and we as kids don't always do what, mom and dad say. And so there was this one kid, and the phone rang at the house, and he said, "Hello." And the man on the other side of the line said, "Hello?" He goes, "Hello." And he said, "Is your mama home?" "Yeah." "Can he talk to you? Can I talk to her?" "Oh, she's busy." "Okay. Is your dad home?" "Yeah." "Can I talk to him?" "No, he's busy." The man's getting frustrated. "Is your brother home?" "Yeah." "Can I talk to him?" "He's busy too." "What are they doing?" "They're looking for me." Thank you so much for laughing. Thank you for laughing. That makes it a lot better. We'll be able to start off on the right foot this morning. Anyway, Psalm 78. There's something about the work of God in our life. Amen. God is working in our life each and every day. And I want to give you a challenge. I'm a brand new father. My daughter was born July 20th of last year. She's 9 months old. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful, just like her daddy. And I'm very thankful for her. But I see a great responsibility, and it's a little it's actually very intimidating. The fact that I'm raising a human being. It's another person. That was one shocking thing when she was born. When she came out of the womb, I was like, "That's a real person." I didn't know what I was expecting, but a real person came out. It was crazy. But anyway, I'm raising a child, and it's my responsibility. God has put this responsibility on my shoulders, and on our shoulders as parents and as mothers and fathers that when she's 18 or 19 or 20 or whenever God takes her on to the next step in life, that she would be as an arrow, and that I could send her out, and that she could be a great testimony unto the Lord.
Amen.
You realize that that's our responsibility, and we'll look here in Psalm 78 in a minute, but we've got a great responsibility to teach our children. And if you are a child here, you don't have a parent, or you don't have children yet, these are great principles, and the Word of God is true for anyone, amen? In any culture, in any place, the Word of God is true. So we'll read Psalm 78. We'll start in verse 1 and go through verse 8. It says, "Give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children, showing to the generation to come the praises of the Lord, and His strength and His wonderful works that He hath done. For He established a testimony in Jacob, and appointed a law in Israel, which He commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children, that the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born. We should arise and declare them to their children, that they might set their hope in God and not forget the works of God, but keep His commandments, and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with God." Let's pray. Dear God, I thank You for this morning. I thank You for the opportunity to be able to speak Your word. Lord, I'm not